That being said, we got that in our community too. You got the Officers Tatums, you got the Candace Owens, you got the Hodge twins. The reality is, that shit makes you a bag. It does. Gets views, gets money. That's what it is. And welcome back, Young Scholars. Today we got a video here from Antonio Talks, speaking on the dynamics of Asians and their proximity to whiteness. So we all know when it comes to Asians, they tend to lean a little bit more to the white side, okay? It is what it is. You don't need to bash me about it. Just go, do some research. And if you're Asian, let me know if it's true. But anyway, let's go and start the video and see what he has to say about it.
Previously, minorities in America. So I've mentioned this on my channel previously. Minorities in America, they will turn a blind eye to racism as long as the white people view them better than the black people. Of course, it's not all, but it's very prevalent. If you're watching this video right now, if you're Indian or if you're Asian, you all got this one friend that wants to be white. He makes jokes clowning his own race, and they just fiend for the white approval. And like I say, bro, white supremacy has did a number on many groups of people in the world. We see it so much in the black community with the raccoons, and it's just becoming more and more prevalent with minorities in America. So we got a tweet right here that says, "Is he eating with his hands?" And it's a photo of Zohran Mamdani, who is running for the mayor of New York. And I see no problem with this photo. I say this all the time, but in America, white people feel like if things aren't done by their way, the white way, it's automatically wrong. It's just so ironic because there are many American foods that are ate with the hand. Pizza, fries, burgers, like hot dogs. So because they want to eat rice with their hands, it's automatically wrong. But when people do that, it's okay, bro. Someone quote tweet.
And you see that in other countries too. You see that African countries, down South American countries. You even see that in the Middle East. People eat with their hands, okay? America tends to think everything they do is correct because they live in the American bubble. Anything outside of it, no. We're not going to take that. Now, culturally, it may seem a little odd when you think about it. Yeah, sure, he's from India. He's eating with his hands. Okay, and what? That's part of his culture. Look at it and get over it, buddy. But hey, let's continue.
This and said, "I will speak on this again because I am Asian. I eat rice almost every day, and never once in my life have I eaten it with my hand. Use a spoon. This is disgusting." Hey, bro,
Yeah, they ain't all Asians ain't the same, by the way. I don't know if y'all noticed, but all Asians ain't the same. All Africans ain't the same. All Europeans even ain't the same. These are whole ass continents, all with many, many, many different cultures. So who gives a fuck if you don't eat rice with your hands, buddy? Keep using a spoon.
She tap dancing, man. She want that white approval, boy. This is her, and I mean, it just looks like she wants to be white, in my opinion. Some of you American Asians really need to stop pretending you speak for Asia. You're not Asian, you're American with Asian ancestry. That's it. Having immigrant grandparents doesn't give you a PhD in other people's culture. Asia has thousands of cultures, hundreds of ways of living. Just because you've got Asian blood doesn't mean you get to call other Asians disgusting. You're not cultured, you're just allowed, hey. And I applaud that, bro. I feel like every group is disgusting. You're not cultured, you're just allowed, hey. And I
allowed. Bitch. I say it for you, Antonio. Don't worry, you a little bitch. Now stay your ass off Twitter.
Applaud that, bro. I feel like every group of people is going to have that kiss up, the raccoons. And we call them raccoons in here, I don't know what y'all call them, but everybody has that group of people that just, you just make us sick, bro. What are you doing? Here we go, another quote tweet. "As an Asian, I feel I have authority on rice. Eating rice with your hands is gross, strange, and barbaric. Nobody in my family has ever done this. He acts like utensils were never invented."
This the same motherfucker who, like Antonio said earlier, is gonna eat chicken with his hands, who gonna eat pizza, cheese grease falling off, slapping on his lap, got tomato sauce on his face. He gonna do it all. Well, how they eat fries? You think they eat it with a fork? I doubt it. How they eat fruit? You think they cut it up, nice little pieces and stick a fork in it? Maybe, but I highly doubt it. They're gonna get the apple and eat it with their hands. Are they disgusting? Come on now. What is this? What is this?
And this is him. The picture's a little blurry, but he's Asian, okay? Gen Z conservative. Another tweet we have, you aren't Asian, you're American. As an Asian from Asia, I have authority to tell you that Asians have always eaten rice with their hands. And it's pictures of just people eating rice with their hands, bro. Clearly, nothing wrong with that. Someone quoted this tweet and said, Koreans, Japanese, and Chinese don't eat rice with our hands. It's only Southeast Asians.
That's a lie. I've been to Japan, and they definitely eat with their hands sometimes. Now, yeah, most dishes are eaten with chopsticks. But yeah, you got a little convenience store rice ball, you pick that shit up, and you eat it. You don't use no utensils for that.
In my opinion right here, he's trying to imply that these Asians at the top are better than the Southeast Asians. And this is him, by the way, man. Oh, my God, this dude, I think I saw Young Don do a video on him, bro. So, you know, yeah. Some white lady replied under that tweet and said, as my Singaporean friend used to say, the jungle Asians. Laughing emojis. 6,000 likes. That same lady from the first tweet, she ended up like replying under it. She said, this is accurate. There are jungle Asians, Southeast Asians, island people. And there are fancy Asians, Taiwanese, Chinese, Japan. Man, I can guarantee you they all view y'all niggas the same way though.
Yeah, this is some D1 coonery if I ever seen it. Now, I don't know what y'all call them. You know, me and Antonio, we got the same view, and I don't know what y'all call them. We got the coons over here. But whatever that term is y'all call them, that's what these people are. Going crazy on your own race? Couldn't be me. The self-hate just ain't in here.
You know what I'm saying? The lady ended up replying, fancy Asians, ha ha ha, 2,000 likes. And then she said, inner Asian racism actually goes hard. We're funny. I mean, god damn, get off her dick, my nigga. Shit, golly. Look at this.
Sitting up, spitting, doing twists on it. Using both hands. Jesus.
I mean, y'all, the browns of Asians don't count. It's known. Hey, bro, this thread is crazy. It's like very... If you Asian, it's gonna make you mad. I'm not gonna read no more of this, bro. But it's mainly other Asians feeding into it. So this is a screenshot from a TikTok. And it says true Asian, which I believe is Korean, Chinese, and Japanese. And then chopped Asians are basically all the South, Asian countries, bro, which is... And like I say, bro, throughout all time in history, the lighter you are, the better. Whiteness is considered the standard, like it's the best. I don't know why, but yeah. And if you're darker, you got some brown, some melanin in you, you're at the bottom, bro. It's always been like that.
I have not talked about this topic in a while, but I came across a video of this Filipino girl that moved to Australia, and she found her Australian boyfriend, and he's Caucasian. I'm all about bringing culture together. I think it's amazing. People are interested about the Filipino culture. I'm like, hell yeah, this is what it is. But I think I just drew the line when she posted a video of her boyfriend or husband, I don't know what they are now, and she captions it, hey future kids, I've just secured your blue eyes and a better nose. And I know that this is an ongoing thing, and I can't speak about someone's experience, but I remember when I was in school, this is the biggest thesis I have in one of my paper, and I did a lot of research and I read books and studies about it, especially things that has to do with colonial mentality in the Philippines and the ideation of whiteness, and not just skin color whiteness, but the idea of what whiteness can bring to the Philippines and the social status that can give you. A lot of Filipinos, when they look at someone who's white, they already correlate that to someone who's better and better in a lot of aspects in life. That's
worldwide. Like that is literally worldwide, bro. Mm-hmm. Black community, we see that. You know what I'm saying? Like like colorism in the black community, featureism in the black community. If you got a big nose, it's ugly. You got big lips, it's ugly. You know what I'm saying? Your skin darker, it's ugly. But if you got a skinny nose, you know what I'm saying? If you got lighter skin, this shit is worldwide, bro.
And he's 100% correct about that. Going off of what he said, I agree with him. In the black community, at least me growing up, everybody was going after the light skins. I seen it. I'm like, damn, what's up with this? They was looking pretty, and everybody wanted them. Not saying the darker skinned girls didn't get attention, because they did too. But when I saw people walking around with light skinned girlfriends, I was like, damn. They was going crazy over them. They was putting this bitch up like she was the hottest shit since sliced bread. Okay, what's going on? Moving over to worldwide, I don't understand how the colonization of the world by white people took its toll. It did. We could see it everywhere, okay? And it ain't just physical. It was the mental scars that lasted. You could see it in the Indian caste system. You can see it in Korea's mass production of whitening cream. And you can even see it in other countries like Japan and Philippines, Thailand, how they equate darker skin to the working class, the laborers, which are of a lower social status than those with lighter skin, working offices and business and tech. At least that's what I'm seeing from the research, but hey, inner hate runs deep. It runs deep.
Endings, jobs. In one of the papers that I read, a lot of Filipinos subconsciously try to reach that level. It is not new. If you just go to the Philippines, go to any kind of store, every soap is whitening soap. Everything is all about making your skin whiter. Actors and actresses are revered for having more Eurocentric features, and if they
Not only that, on the whitening cream, sorry I paused again, but not only that, on the whitening cream aspect, these motherfuckers will do everything in their power to not get touched by the sun. You will see them in 90-degree weather in these other countries walking around with a full getup, sun hat, sunglasses, 3 layers of shirt, a sweater on top of it, pants go down all the way to the ankles, long boots pulled up. The sun ain't touching these people, and they don't want it to. Anything that will tan them, they ain't having it. But don't take my word for it, look it up. Or, like me, go there and see.
they're half white, oh my god, they're just, doesn't matter if they have talent or not. Doesn't even matter if they can speak the language or not. They'll be a really famous Filipino actor. Besides the point, I know where the hurt is coming from, especially because a lot of those papers and books that I've read has talked about that. But I think the goal now, and I can't keep talking about the past. I just need to be able to talk about the present. And so the goal now is like, especially my own personal goal, is to elevate me being Filipino, elevate me and my culture.
I feel for y'all, man. Y'all gotta start checking these bootlickers in the Asian community, dog, for real.
Asian racism is always like slightly, just a little bit more accepted for some weird reason.
One reason is our own people. Let me show you something. Think it stops
y'all
there?
did that too, man.
Hey, yo!
A joke about Asians eating pets in the year 2025 getting hundreds of thousands of likes? More likely than you think. I censored that guy's face because I'm 90% sure they're a minor and hopefully they grow. But he is not an isolated incident. There are so many Asians who are quick to use stereotypes as the foundation of their jokes, of their humor. Whether
That being said, we got that in our community too. You got the Officers Tatums, you got the Candace Owens, you got the Hodge twins. The reality is, that shit makes you a bag. It does. Coonery gets views, gets money. That's what it is. It's tap dancing for the white man. And guess what? They get paid out, so they'll do it. Hey, I guess if you're gonna sacrifice your dignity anyway, you might make a bag off of it, huh? Couldn't be me. Could not be me.
people want to admit it or not, this perpetuates racism. It normalizes it. Comedy is powerful. Comedy transcends
That's what I be saying about this.
in
Oh, bro, just
positive
the way you can
ways
say
and
it's funny.
negative ways. Asians are more than capable of being funny without relying on racial stereotypes as a crutch. I like to use Nat Community Channel on YouTube as a great example of that. I grew up with her. So funny. You don't have to use an accent. So why do some Asians do this? A lot of the time it has to do with wanting to appeal to other communities or gain approval from them. It's easy to assimilate into another culture if you betray your own. Another reason is that there are opportunities for material gain. There are many creators, comedians who've built a platform off of racialized humor, off of exaggerated accents, making fun of their parents, and they get rewarded.
This happens in the black community too. Y'all remember old boy? Damn, what's his name? King Batch. You know, he used to do watermelon fried chicken jokes all the time. You know, and when I was young, it was like, okay, it was. I mean, I'm not gonna be that type of person that be like King Beck wasn't funny, because for his time he was funny. That was funny at the time. But looking back, it was like it was lame, bro. You was doing corny little shit like that to you know,
Yeah, it was just another minstrel show. I mean, shit. Like I said, if you're gonna sell out, you might as well sell out and get the bag. I don't respect it, and I don't respect anybody who do it, and I would never do it. But shit, that's the life they want to lead. They're gonna have to take the consequences with it.
appease other audience. He got big off of that, and we still see it today. You got people just man, hey, this shit is real.
For it. They get brand deals. They get opportunities to perform at big stages, the Golden Globes. Unfortunately, I think that Asian racism will continue to not be taken seriously. It's not just these aspects. There are others like the model minority myth. Having positive stereotypes is not a good thing, trust me. Those rob us of the nuances in our communities, and that's a whole nother bag of rice to open for a different day. Every time an Asian decides to use an exaggerated accent and stereotypes to build their platform, a Japanese government official denies their war crimes.
Things I did as an Asian kid to fit in, which was just internalized racism. When I was younger, I developed a serious case of internalized racism. I grew up playing sport in Australia, and it is a very male, Western dominated culture. I grew up in Australia, so my accent is real, but I knew that in order to fit in, I would just turn up my Australian accent a little bit more. I would really pull out my twang like a little bit more to sound like them in order to get a bit more respect. The other thing that I did was I used overly complicated words when explaining things to try and sound more intelligent, because I think deep down I felt like who I was or my culture or where I came from wasn't enough. And so if I used extra smart words, then maybe I would feel enough, when you are already enough just as you are. I remember going on this trip to Asia with one of my friends who was Malaysian, and she was just so proud of being Malaysian. I was like, oh wow, I'm Asian, but I don't really think I'm proud of my culture. And so that kind of set me on this journey of learning how to be proud of who I am and the family that I've come from. Because not being proud of your culture, it's kind of denying your family background and where your parents are coming from and who they are as well. And so it's been a really interesting journey, kind of coming back to reconnect with my roots and learn what makes my culture beautiful in order to fully understand what actually makes me as a human more beautiful. I'm really curious to...
Her situation is kind of interesting because you think that the parents would instill that kind of pride, you know, and where you came from in your background, you know, teach you where you came from, even though they, you know, came over here. But I mean, it's kind of, I never really had that problem. I never really ran from my blackness per se. Yeah, let me know what y'all think. If y'all had a situation like this.
To know what you did when you were younger, if you experienced something similar, and if you did anything to hide your Asianness.
Hey, if you Asian, how do you feel about this? I can guarantee you probably got a friend that fits the stereotypes of those people tweeting. If you really don't have a brain for yourself and you the type that want to fit in, being a minority in a predominantly white space will do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Like we see the raccoons in the black community. Like it's so many. Like it's crazy now. I see what the Asians like on Twitter, what they got going on, man. That is wild, and I see that all the time. Like I've been seeing so many videos on my TikTok of other Asians speaking out about their internalized racism. And I want to say this as a white person, bro. You do not have to feel bad to be white. Like my point in these videos is just to show y'all that being European and white is like the standard. It's been the standard for a very long time. And nowadays you got white people be like, oh, we're suppressed. We're not the. They're only feeling bad because we just want to be recognized as well. Equality feels like oppression to these people. It's just crazy. I think the game came out, the Ghost of Tsushima sequel. The character was an Asian woman, and you had people mad. I mean, they was about to not buy the game, and it's like, bro, well, how many games do we have with a white male protagonist? Nobody says anything. We just play the game. We enjoy it. Like Last of Us, Red Dead. Like, bro, Uncharted, bro. Every pretty much game growing up is a white male protagonist. So when I see games like, you know, GTA 5, I get to play with Franklin. I'm happy, you know. It's just representation. We can't have representation. So yeah, man, I feel like it's important that if you're a minority and you got these type of people in your community, bro, check them, because it's only going to make things worse. Nobody likes to kiss up. No one likes to kiss up, bro. I thought this was something that was kind of just mainly prominent in the black community, but as I'm seeing, it's y'all got a lot of shit to deal with too, bro.
Yeah, no, there's in a lot of minority communities, actually. Shit. The Latino community, it's there. Asian community, for sure. Even the black community, as we discussed earlier. All of them. Middle Eastern, oh, absolutely. And India, yeah. It's in there too, buddy. Look, I want to say this to all the minorities out there also who feel like they gotta change themselves in order to assimilate with whiteness. Maybe you gotta switch around how you talk or whatnot, which in a job setting could be useful. But if you're changing your core personality just to fit in with these people, I want to say this to you. No matter how much you change yourself, no matter how you bend and break to twist your accent or whiten your skin, you will not be one of these people. It's not gonna happen. You won't be white, and they won't view you as one of them either. You just won't. You'll just be a tap dancer, a kiss up, and they'll look at you as beneath them. That's just how it is. But that's what they want. So, I don't know. I don't know how y'all want to take that, but yeah.
Y'all gotta come up with a name for them. Like I said, we call them raccoons. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of names for them, bro. But anyway, man, hey, the Asian pick-me epidemic is real, dog. Oh.
But that was it for today's video. WVid by Antonio Speaks. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comments below. Hit that notification if you thought it was good, and I'll see y'all in the next one.